What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to give a brief overview of the upcoming FGO Fest that's coming up tomorrow, actually. In this video I'm going to talk about the materials that are going to be dropped from the event, as well as what's in the Lotto boxes, the difference between 90 and 90 plus nodes, a brief overview of each of the different waves, and then a little overview of the new type of event, the Grail front. It's going to be our first one in NA. In this video, I'm not going to go over specific team comps for each of the waves, but instead we'll link a video in the description from Kadroth, who has a really good and in-depth sort of team comps for each of the 3 different waves. Highly recommend that to give that a look if you are looking for different team comps to use. So, as standard, the first 10 boxes are going to have a grand prize. There's going to be faux paw prints in the first 5, a lore in the 6th, and then your gold foes in 7 through 10. Now, for the materials in the actual Lotto box, we're going to have the standard gold, red, and blue gems, and then we're going to get 2 feathers per box, 2 gears per box, 3 proof of heroes, and then 3 bones. Hey, finally some bones, I need some of those. And then you're also going to get the standard 4-star gold and 3-star embers, mana prisms, 4.4 million QP, and some friend points. Now, FGO Fest is going to be split up into 3 separate days, or 3 separate waves. The first 2 waves are going to be lasting 3 days each, so 3 days for wave 1, 3 days for wave 2, and then the final wave is going to be about a week. Now, the drop rate for the Lotto currencies is about the same between each of the different waves, so as soon as wave 1 hits, you can go as hard as you want. It's not going to be like Christmas where you want to sort of wait until the final day. So for these waves, whatever, let's say wave 2, there's like a material from the actual node that you really want, hey, you can go really hard during wave 2, where you can sort of like slack off during waves 1 or 3, but generally for Lottos, you want to go as hard as possible. Now for the free quests that unlock for each waves, first one is just 30 AP, just do this one once, drops all 3 Lotto currencies. Another one is the 40 APs, this is going to be the standard bronze one, do this one once. 40 AP, standard silver, got the standard gold, 40 AP, do all those once, and then here's going to be the 90 node. Now this one's going to drop only the Lotto currency, and it is first wave of 3 lancers, second wave is 2 medium health lancers, and then a higher health caster, which is pretty annoying. Final wave is a lancer and a caster mob, so that's going to be pretty annoying, and it drops soaps, aurora seals, and more proof of heroes. Now the difference between the 90 and the 90 plus node right here is, as you can see, the 90 plus node is going to be a lot harder to loop and do, because the first 2 waves it's only 2 enemies and it's riders, and this is where it gets annoying with the 90 plus. Wave 2 is a single health rider, so good luck looping. Then the final wave, it is 2 lancers. However, with the 90 plus node, there's 2 main reasons why you want to farm this over the standard 90. First is, it does have a slightly better drop rate for the Lotto C. So as you can see here, it's about a 2.6 according to Game Press. And then, whereas in regular 90, it's 2.2%. So a 0.4% chance for the Lotto C. So if you're going to go super degen, you want to go to the 90 plus node to get as quickly as you can to get as many Lotto drop Cs so you can start MLBing and get more Lotto currency for the event. And the other big reason why you want to farm the 90 plus is it drops the shop currency. Now the actual like Lotto currency, these little dog tags, it's pretty much about the same between the 2 90 and 90 plus. They're about the same. The 90 plus is maybe a slightly better, but in previous Lottos we had to farm the lower health, like the bronze, the silver, and gold ones individually to clear out shop. Now we can go straight into the 90 plus nodes and be efficient farming the lotto currency as well as clearing out shop at the same time. So that is a big reason why you want to do the 90 plus nodes if you can. Alright, and then wave 2, summer wave 1, standard, all three currencies are low at 38p. You've got the bronze one, you've got the silver one, and you got the gold one. Just do these once for the apples. Now for the 90 node on sort of wave 2, it is Lancers all around again. Wave 1, 3 Lancers, wave 2, 3 Lancers, wave 3, 3 Lancers. So hey, your Saber's gonna be really good here and should be pretty easy loopable. And the actual drop materials is the Divine Wines and Feathers. So if you need those, I recommend it going here, but feathers are in the lotto boxes, as well as in the other 90 node. Real quick, if I go back, it has proof of Addict, which are also in the lotto boxes, which is a bit unfortunate. Now the 90 plus node, wave 1 is a single target, 1 assassin, 100k health. Wave 2 is 3 assassins, all low health, and then the final wave is 2 higher health assassins. And like the other one, it does give about the same drop rate for the actual lotto currency, but it also drops shop materials and a better lotto C drop rate. Here it only shows a 0.04%, but I'm pretty sure whenever releasing JP, it was a pretty consistent like 0.2 or 0.4% increase for the 90 plus node for the actual lotto currency. So still, if you're looking to still get MLB copies of the Lotto C, do the 90 plus node if you can. It drops some mirrors, which are very, very nice, and then some void dust. Everybody needs that. You can never have enough void dust. And then the final wave that's going to be here for about a week. We got the standard all currency, do it once for the apple, silver one, just do it once. Or gold, then silver, gold, yeah, just do those once. Now here is the 90 node. First wave, 3 berserkers, low health. Second wave, 2 berserkers and a saber, with the saber being a little bit chunkier at 80k health. And then the final wave is a berserker and a saber. And the material drop rates for this node are reactor cores and then giant rings. Now I do need some giant rings, so I'm gonna be sitting here for a little bit at least. Even though 90 plus node, yeah, better drop rate for C's, but I do need giant rings. So this is the reason why you'd want to farm the 90 instead of 90 plus. Is hey, materials you want from the node, pretty good compared to the 90 plus. And speaking of 90 plus, here it is. Wave 1, a single target berserker, 70k health. Wave 2, another single berserker, 100k health. And then the final wave is, you guessed it, Lancers. This is a really saber heavy event. So if you got a strong strong AoE saber, this is gonna be really useful for this event. And the drops materials for this node is hearts and stakes. Now I do need stakes. I'm actually pretty okay on hearts, but stakes are something I need a lot of, so I will probably be switching back and forth between the 90 plus and the 90 node, because rings are another material I need quite a few of. So I'll be sort of flip-flopping, maybe start up with the 90 plus, and then if I get full bonuses, then go to the 90, just farm the rings. And the actual lotto currency drop rate is pretty much the same between the two nodes. So those are sort of differences of the 90 and 90 plus nodes and the different materials you can get from them. Now, let's talk briefly about the Grail Front event. That's also part of this. So this is a new type of event with each sort of, we get 1 quest a day basically unlocked. And the way this works is, this picture's kind of small, but there's gonna be you, the master, right here. You're gonna have like basically 3 points of health, and there's gonna be different types of servants you can summon on these little tiles here. So for this one, there's a Saber, there's a Berserker, and then there's a Rider. So you can sort of select your servants for each of them, and there's a party cost to cost all of them. And from my experience, the party cost, it's pretty dang low, and so you really can't bring many CEs. And it sort of forces you to pick and choose between, I can pick a strong servant and a strong CE, but then for another class, you would have to pick a lower servant because the party cost is pretty restrictive here. So as you can see, even here, they have 25 out of 46 just with an Arturia with the 4-star CE. However, these events are pretty easy. They just take, like 10 or 15 minutes. It's just a little time consuming to do. Basically, you place all your servants and then you take turns moving across like a map. So as you can see here, you can move your servants like from here to here. And each turn, each servant I think has like 20 action points. And it costs 5 action points to move from each point to point. So from here, if you start here, you want to go here, that's 5. This is another 5. So they would have 10 left. And to attack an enemy servant, it costs 10 action points. So if your servant was right here, and then there was an enemy servant right here, it would cost 10. So it would be like 5, 5, 10, and then that would be that servant's 20 action points to use up for the turn. And now each servant has like basically a break bar. So once your servant runs out of health the first time, it would be like a break bar, and it automatically servant leaves the fight if it's a one-on-one, and then whenever they go into battle again, they'll be at full health. But if they lose all their HP again, they're done. Now there's sort of 2 ways to win this. First way is you hit their master 3 times, so the master loses all 3 of their points of health. Second way is eliminating all the other servants on the map. And there's also gonna be sort of like little different chests throughout the map, and you can go and collect them and get extra materials. It's pretty straightforward, and the first one is generally like sort of a tutorial level to do, and it looks a little weird at first. It took me a while to get it, but it's not that difficult to learn. Here's just more info. Here it talks about like the 3 health, and then here you see this sort of like little break bar thing. There's just another example of the map UI where I was talking about it costs 5 points to move, and then another 10 points to attack. And yeah, so for each map you clear, there's gonna be 7 different battles. And each one you get these little token thingies. Holy Grail droplets looks like they're gonna be called. And then in the, I think it's either shop or the enhancement screen, you can combine 7 of these to get a Grail. So it's definitely worth doing this each and every day. Now, they don't disappear each day, so if you miss one day or you forget to do it one day, it's not gonna disappear. It'll still be there. It's just one will unlock each day. And that should be pretty much it. A quick little overview of the event. And once again, with the team comps, I'll leave a link to the Kadros video in the description. It is a really good in-depth video for each of the 3 different waves. I think actually each video, there's 3 videos, 1 for each wave, and it gives a whole bunch of different team comps to use. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Later.